joints there. Like so. Now once I screw it on here, I'm going to keep stacking them out until they are the same distance as this right here. Because my plan is, before I built this whole, I took one whole table apart and built this table. And I didn't record building this table, but I built it. And anyway, this right here was on my old table. It's a rod holder. So I'm going to put the rod holder right here, like that. Right here. Right here, we're going to put this right here. And what this is the rod holder. And I had this on here previously on my other table. I made this table from 3 different tables, and I made this one. It's my ultimate fish table. But anyway, so my idea is to get this right here, and have this where my rods can go in these things here. And so I can just have my fishing poles right here. And eventually I might get a second one, because I can probably fit 2 of these right here. Yeah. So I might eventually order me another one so I can have 2 sets of rods. One on this, you know, like that. And order another one of these little cheap things. So I can keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 rods on the side right here. I do have this little thing right here, but that's it. This thing wobbles and all kind. I don't really like it that much, to be honest. And I got more rods than what that is, because if you look over there on my wall right there, let's zoom in, look that way. Yeah, right there. You see those rods, fishing rods sitting right there? Yeah, I gotta find a spot for those. So this is what this was using those for. That's what I had these. That's where I had them rods at originally, was the table I originally had, which wasn't this tall. So these are my 12-foot rods, my trolling rods that I bought, but I've never used them. Brand new. And these right here I got from a estate sale, garage sale, whatever you want to call it. These right here, they're supposed to be good ones. So I bought actual 12-foot rods for those. So I can put, and the reason I cut them holes is so I can do that. So that is going to be tall enough. I was worried about these rods being too long and touching the floor, but it's not even going to be close. So, and then go through these here. What I need to do is measure the distance from this right here to there, which is exactly 4 inches. So these two together equal 3 inches. So I need a whole nother inch. So I'm probably gonna need 4 2x4s. So I do have a stash of 2x4s and stuff out in my shed. So I'm gonna go get those. So we're going to put this on here, the straighter part, and mark it the same length as that one. Mark it the same length as that one, so I'm going to get. But right now, we're going to cut this bad boy. Things here. And I really like it. I've used this a lot of inches, even if it's a little further out, it ain't gonna hurt none. So what I do, I'm gonna take measure. Alright, so we're 4.5, so a half is not gonna hurt anything. So we're gonna put the crooked one on there first. So We want to hang it out just as much as that one, and that should be the same back there for my first one. We're going to put it right dead in the middle. So I'll wait and then we'll screw the other ones elsewhere. But we're going to start this one dead in the middle. Screws. I got plenty of screws. I got screws from screws. So probably these that I want to use. But for right now, we'll grab these, 4 of these for right now. But I want to look on drawer number 2. Grab anything. No, not that drawer. We got some longer screws here. I knew I had these somewhere. So I might want to go with these longer screws just for that first set. So there's no knots hitting anywhere. We get this about the same. And so I'm gonna mark where I'm gonna have this edge at, and then I'm gonna mark where my 2 2x4s were. So mark where my 2, so I know where I want. This is the size I went with right here. I might have hit the, but that'd be all right. I don't know what I'll use that for, but I'm sure I put something right here. I know what I want this for. These bad boys. This one. And this flush right there on the front, so we're good. We're close enough to the back. Ain't that worried about it. So I got these specific ones because this plastic is so thin. I wanted to make sure I got the hole. Got it where it holds on there good and don't go all the way through. I might eventually change that later, but for right now, this is what we want. Almost straight up and down. Let's see. Looks straight up and down to me. Close enough. These are all my tops to these that I originally had. Just laying in here. This, so that they'd hold. The longer part of those, I have them just in there, so I would have to move them around.